What was your mindset nung natatalo ka pa? And then what's your message for sellers na natatalo ngayon pero you want to encourage them? So literal na from hundreds of thousands to millions, tas ngayon tens of millions na yung goal ninyo.
And we're talking per month.
Per month?
Per
Wow.
month, oo. So per month siya.
So parang shot in the dark lang talaga.
Parang ganun lang talaga, oo. Pero that wasn't my plan at all talaga.
Okay. So after mong pumasok sa e-commerce, after a few months, nakita mo medyo gumagalaw na yung store.
Yeah.
Pero before that, what was your goal? And ano na yung goal mo ngayon?
Actually, kasi before, ang goal ko simple lang eh.
Oo.
Bumenta, tapos can I talk about numbers?
Yes, go.
Well, anyway, before, kumbaga parang, sabihin natin 1 million a month, okay na. 1 million a month yung goal namin before. When we started e-commerce, I thought that was hard to reach. It's very impossible, no? Pero ngayong nakapasok na kami sa e-commerce and then ginagawa na namin lahat, also with the guide of Ecom Accelerator, nag 10x actually yung goal ko. 10 to 20x. Wow. Kasi at first I thought nga talaga na hindi siya possible. Sabi ko I was hesitant to go in before kasi we weren't even reaching that number. So right now na nakikita ko parang kinakaya na, doon ako naglakas loob na magkaroon ng 10x na goal.
Na goal, yes.
From my original goal.
Grabe. So literal na from hundreds of thousands to millions, tas ngayon tens of millions na yung goal ninyo.
And we're talking per month.
Per month?
Per
Wow.
month, oo. So per month siya.
Guys, ibang video naman ang gagawin natin ngayon. Sa series na to, I want to try something new. Kung saan i-visit namin yung mga clients sa Ecom Accelerator para mapag-usapan yung experience nila as an online seller. Tatanungin ko sila about yung mga challenges nila, yung mga success nila, and yung story nila para malaman din ninyo. This series is for people who want to become online sellers or yung mga online seller na nahihirapan makapag-scale. I hope itong series na ginagawa namin is somehow makatulong sa journey mo as an e-com seller. So today, ang i-visit natin na office ay ang RYU Motor Parts. Isa sila sa pinakasikat na motorcycle brand sa Philippines. Okay? Ready na kayo? Let's go! Ayun, Lance, thank you so much for accepting
Sure,
the
of course.
interview. So,
Thank you. I'm honored.
today, I just have a few questions sa'yo about your brand, about yung story mo sa e-commerce para mas makilala ka ng audience.
Sige, sure. Gawin natin yan.
Yeah, exciting.
Yeah.
Let's start with an easy question.
Yeah.
Paano ka ba nag-start sa e-commerce? Tell me about the story of RYU.
Okay, so we started RYU last year, no? Actually, we started around March or April.
Yes.
And then at first kasi, medyo hesitant ako pumasok sa e-commerce. Kasi, first of all, ang tagal na ng huling e-commerce ko na business, which is ngayon lang ulit ako papasok. So, I was afraid, of course, syempre, number one, I'm not sure kung ano yung mga ins and outs ngayon sa e-commerce. That's why it made me a bit hesitant. Pero, I'm glad that kilala ko si Ecom Accelerator kasi they were the ones who guided me, no, on this e-commerce journey. So, ayun.
Thank you. I just want you to bring me back a little bit, Lance. Kasi na-mention mo kanina na nag-start ka na previously before 2025, right?
Yeah, yes.
What made you come back to e-commerce?
Una talaga, wala talaga akong balak. Kasi, I think na-mention ko na to sa'yo before. I know it's a hard journey, lalo na ngayon kasi with all the fees ng online platforms ngayon, sobrang taas. It's very competitive. Ang daming brand na ngayon sa e-commerce, no? So, what made me go back is, kumbaga parang siguro naglakas loob na lang ako to try again. Maybe there's really an opportunity, and as what you said, nakita ko din from previous clients ni Ecom Accelerator na may mga proven businesses pa na that's working on e-commerce. So, sabi ko, sige, why not give it another shot?
So, parang shot in the dark lang talaga.
Parang ganun lang talaga, oo. Pero that wasn't my plan at all talaga.
Okay. So, after mong pumasok sa e-commerce, after a few months, nakita mo medyo gumagalaw na yung store.
Yeah.
Pero before that, what was your goal? And ano na yung goal mo ngayon?
Actually, kasi before, ang goal ko simple lang eh.
Oo.
Bumenta, tapos can I talk about numbers?
Yes, go.
Well, anyway, before, kumbaga parang, sabihin natin 1 million a month, okay na. 1 million a month yung goal namin before. When we started e-commerce, I thought that was hard to reach. It's very impossible, no? Pero ngayong nakapasok na kami sa e-commerce and then ginagawa na namin lahat, also with the guide of Ecom Accelerator, nag 10x actually yung goal ko. 10 to 20x. Wow. Kasi at first I thought nga talaga na hindi siya possible. Sabi ko I was hesitant to go in before kasi we weren't even reaching that number. So right now na nakikita ko parang kinakaya na, doon ako naglakas loob na magkaroon ng 10x na goal.
Na goal, yes.
From my original goal.
Grabe. So literal na from hundreds of thousands to millions, tas ngayon tens of millions na yung goal ninyo.
And we're talking per month.
Per month?
Per
Wow.
month, oo. So per month siya.
Okay, sige Lance, pag-usapan naman natin yung partnership natin.
Yeah, okay, sure.
Paano ba tayo nag-start? For our audience na who's wondering, how did you meet Ecom Accelerator? Ano yung parang first encounter?
Okay, so ganito kasi yung story, no? So, gabi-gabi, naghahanap ako ng ways on how I can scale e-com. Kasi, when I first started Shopee, and online platforms like TikTok,
Yes.
sobrang parang, sinasabi ko, bakit ang hirap mag-scale? Ang hirap talaga. Yung goal ko na 1 million a month, that was nearly impossible for me. But I know na there has to be a way kung paano ka makabenta ng mas maayos.
Alam mo yung potential, nakita mo
There's a
talaga.
potential eh. Kasi nagma-market research ako, chine-check ko lahat ng competitors namin. Kung nagawa nila, ba't hindi ko kayang gawin?
Exactly.
So that made me very curious. And then, actually, gabi-gabi, research ako ng research hanggang nakita ko yung mukha ni Renz.
Ni Renz, yes, okay.
Sa Facebook. Actually, sa Facebook. Sabi niya, ano ba yung video na yun? Naalala ko, sabi ni Renz na, hirap ka ba makabenta sa e-commerce? Well, we will help you with your e-commerce journey, blah, blah. It made me curious. Nag-chat kaagad ako. It was 2:30 a.m.
Oh.
Nag-chat kaagad ako sa e-com. Sabi ko na, pwede ba mag-schedule for a call tomorrow or a meeting tomorrow? And then, gladly, the next day, nag-respond na game daw sila for a meeting. So, ayun, nag-meeting kaagad kami. The very next day na minessage ko sila nung ano.
Tapos, and then the rest is history.
And then the rest is history na.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, I just want to talk a little bit about the investment that you made, no? Kasi for example, Ecom Accelerator, RYU, I'm sure it has malaking investment yan para sa end
Yes.
mo. What made you so sure na gagana to?
Well, actually, lahat naman kasi medyo sugal talaga yan pagdating. Lahat naman ng business, there's a risk, no?
Yes.
And also, joining Ecom Accelerator was a big risk for me that day.
Yes.
Kasi imagine, I wasn't earning. Diba? I wasn't earning, lahat talo eh. Talo lahat because of the fees. Hindi ko pa siya ganun kagamay kung paano i-operate yung online stores talaga. So, I was very risking everything. And even joining Ecom Accelerator, it was a big risk for me kasi, syempre, yung fees and all, dagdag na naman. Diba? Pero, I just really believed on the potential sa online ngayon. That's why, kahit na we're losing, kumbaga, I took a risk and then, yun, actually worth it naman pala.
So, yun talaga, nakita mo talaga yung potential. The potential was so big na willing ka i-take yung risk kahit na risk siya.
Yeah, yes. Kahit na hindi pa kami profitable nun, kahit piso hindi kami kumikita nun time na yun. Puro out, wala talaga. Oo, wala talaga kami ginikita nun time na yun.
Okay, so now that you mentioned losses, losses na may risk, nag-aabono ka pa, how did it feel that time para sa mga kapwa sellers na nahihirapan, na alam nila yung potential ng store pero nalulugi pa sila? What was your mindset nung natatalo ka pa? And then what's your message for sellers na natatalo ngayon pero you want to encourage them?
Well, actually, for me kasi, you'll never know when are you gonna hit the market. Pero, if you really believe in your brand, if you really believe in your product, no, one way or another, yung pinaka-advice ko lang is wag yung susukuan. Kasi like for me, actually, 6 to 7 months akong talo.
Wow.
Basically, 6 to 7 months ako nag-ooperate na wala akong kinikita.
Nalulugi pa.
Nag-aabono pa ako. It's because of the fees eh. Also, yung mga shopping ngayon, may mga ads, diba? So basically, ang lakas din na ng kumain. So, for me is, siguro, totoo talaga yung mga sinasabi nila na never give up. Kasi talagang, syempre, once you give up, endgame na. Talo ka na. Pero if you keep on going, you'll never know when you're gonna hit the market eh. And then, of course, syempre, lahat naman to, hindi lang basta risk. Calculated risk. Basta you believe on your product, and then you know how to calculate your risk, eventually, you'll get to profitability din naman. One way or another, you're gonna hit the market as long as you're doing all the right things.
Ayun. Ayun guys, narinig din na from Lance himself. Kung natatalo kayo ngayon, that's not the end game. Eventually, pag naniniwala talaga kayo sa brand nyo, you will win.
Actually, end game talaga kasi kumbaga, pinak up mo na yung negosyo eh. 'Di ba? So, wala nang mapupuntahan yun. But as long as you keep on trying, nandun pa din yung opportunity to profit. Nandun pa din yung opportunity ng brand mo. So,
You
wag
really-
nyo lang talagang susukuan.
You really just have to put the effort talaga to
Of
learn.
course. Talagang everyday yan. Talagang morning hanggang hating gabi. It's all about brainstorming, market research, market study. Ano ba talaga yung nasa e-commerce? And of course, syempre, sobrang big help talaga na nag-guide si Ecom Accelerator.
Thank you.
Oo, that's what I've been telling din naman, no. I know naman na Ecom does not do 100% for the shop. It's very impossible kasi syempre, imposible naman na si Ecom yung magpatakbo ng buong store
Yes.
talaga and kumita na lang siya ng millions and millions, di ba? Wala namang ganong hack sa buhay eh. Pero as long as I'm very thankful kasi Ecom is there to guide us, give the knowledge na this is what you have to do in order for you to succeed, or in order for your store to succeed. Syempre, you have to follow everything din. Also, yun nga, yung mga sinabi ko, on the side, the market study, because you can't rely everything naman. Although Ecom does a very good job, you can't rely everything. Kailangan may sariling effort ka din. Kumbaga, parang combined effort
Yes.
yan eh. Para palakihin pa yung e-commerce store.
So you really have to put in the work kahit na may tao ka na, may agency ka na, at the end of the day, nasa iyo pa rin yan.
Yes,
bilang
of
owner.
course. Kasi as an owner, ikaw yung gumawa ng brand eh.
Yes.
So basically, wala nang mas may alam pa kung hindi ikaw.
Yes.
'Di ba? Yung direction will come from you. Of course, you're the head of the brand, you're the owner. Umpisa pa lang sa lahat, dapat alam mo kung saan siya papunta, ano yung gusto mong mangyari, 'di ba? So, e-commerce very helpful to guide us. Pero syempre, as an owner, you should know where you want to go. Kumbaga, parang ganun. Where to take your brand. Ayan.
So, can you share yung experience mo sa e-com? Parang ano yung pinaka-benefit advantage ng isang e-com seller versus traditional na brick and mortar, and ano yung disadvantage for you?
Okay, kasi right now in the case of RYU, no, we have offline, we have online.
Okay.
So we also have distribution, no. Well, I can say both have its pros and cons naman sa traditional way of distribution, no. And then online right now kasi, like what I said before, medyo naging hesitant ako kasi ang dami na nga din cons. Although maraming pros, maraming cons. It's because of the fees nga talaga.
Yun talaga.
Shopee fees, grabe, the percentage that they're getting from the store, 'di ba? Ang hirap maging profitable eh. Yung pros naman is at least araw-araw may benta.
Yun.
Kumbaga parang meron ka din talagang store, although imbis na nasa physical store ka, online store ka, parang yun yung binabantayan mo. And then, syempre, yung pros nun, you don't have to go to the store. You just have to open your laptop. E-commerce eh.
Kumbaga,
Kaya
you can do it anywhere.
Exactly. Kahit nandito ka, kung nasan ka man, kahit nasan ka, wala ka sa bahay, basta't may bit-bit ka lang laptop tsaka cellphone, kaya mo patakboyin yung store mo. Parang ganon.
Even right now, you're selling probably hundreds of pieces.
Yun din yung maganda, kahit habang tulog ka, bumibenta ka, pagka traditional, may physical store ka, pag sarado na yung tindahan, sarado na yung tindahan.
Okay.
Oo. So, yun yung pros and cons, no? Although, syempre, lahat naman may cons. Tulad nga sabi ko, high fees, etc. Well, ganun lang talaga. You just have to accept it.
Yun talaga, may pros and cons. Kailangan mo lang piliin kung
Yes,
ano yung
kahit
mas-
naman sa traditional way of distribution may mga pros and cons din naman yan. May mga cons din doon. So, same lang naman lahat. You just have to deal with it, kumbaga.
Okay, speaking of fees, no? Kasi yan yung isa sa pinakamalaking issues ng mga sellers in the
Yes.
Philippines. You, as a brand owner, paano ka nag-a-adapt to the rising fees, and then paano mo siya binabalance sa profitability, sa volume?
Actually, for me, it's all about step number 1, acceptance. If hindi mo ma-accept na mataas ang fees ni Shopee or ni TikTok ngayong 2025, 2026, huwag ka na mag-e-commerce. As easy as that. Very, very straight to the point.
Okay.
Kasi, yung mga fees na yan, you have to accept eh. You have to understand. Kailangan din kumita ni Shopee. Diba? How can they operate with minimal fees? Malulugi sila. Pag tanggal si Shopee, mawawala yung online platform. So, mas lalong hindi makakabenta yung sellers. So, syempre, two-way lang yan nagne-negosyo. Shopee has to earn. You have to earn. Pero syempre, ang sakit. Kasi coming from like 5% fees, which was way back before, ngayon, 30+% na siya. So, parang ang hirap tanggapin nung additional 25%.
Nakita na sana.
Nakita mo na sana, pero binabayad mo kay Shopee. Pero wala eh. Wala ka naman ng... I mean, you can't tweak it kahit gustuhin mo. It's either lalaban ka or hindi. Yun na lang talaga yun. And for me, laban ako. As long as sabi ko nga kanina, you trust in your brand, lumaban ka. One way or another, you'll hit your target.
So, Lance, I want you to tell me a little bit about yung mga strategies na ginawa mo para you can grow 10x in 1 year.
Hindi pa naman siguro 10x. Baka malapit na.
Pero malapit na, yes.
Malapit na, yeah. Oo. So, siguro yung strategies is, number 1, know your numbers. Number 2, huwag kang susuko kahit na sobrang hirap na. Number 3, huwag kang matutulog. Hindi, joke lang. Pero meaning ko nun is, magtrabaho ka. Hindi kulang ang 8 hours a day para gamayin yung negosyo. Kumbaga, yes, you have staff to do everything. Pero ikaw pa rin talaga yung magdadala nung store na you have to do your own research, etc. So I guess siguro hindi lang talaga namin sinukuan. That's why nag-grow siya to that scale. Pero kung sabihin mo, umpisa pa lang, 3rd month, 4th month, sumuko na kami, we wouldn't even reach 5x.
Yes.
Oo. So, the growth would be stable, no? So, you just have to keep on innovating. Isip ka ng mga ideas kung how you would grow your store, kumbaga. And of course, you have to trust e-com, accelerator. Kung ano man sabihin nila, what's good for your store, maybe sabihin nila, change your profile picture kasi hindi maganda. 'Di ba? Yung creatives, isang factor din yan eh. So, kumbaga, you just have to listen to e-com accelerator as well. Kasi greatly makakatulong sila sa paglago rin ng store nyo. So, kumbaga, it's a 50-50 effort naman. Diba? 50-50 effort.
I really like what you said about huwag kang susuko and huwag kang matulog.
Yeah.
Kasi I feel like ito yung parang hindi na-understand ng mga seller na kung may problema, mababa yung benta, they feel like it's an end. Yun na yung end goal. Parang ending.
Actually, it's two-way eh. Kung mababa benta mo, may chance ka sumuko.
Yes.
Pag mataas ang benta mo, may chance ka maging petix. Kumbaga, may chance ka maging chill. Kasi kumbaga parang, oh, I'm hitting my goal this month. Pwede na ako matulog. Mali. If you're hitting your goal, that's the time na mas kailangan mo pa mag-quadruple ng effort mo. Kasi nandyan na eh. Tapos, actually, yun yung isang sikreto din to scale. Kumbaga, nakita mo, nagkakaroon na ng traction, that's the time na magle-layback ka. Hindi, double down, triple down, quadruple down, lahat gawin mo na, lalo na nakikita mo na nandiyan na yung progress eh. Ba't mo iiwanan? Lalo mong tutukan, lalo kang wag matulog. So, basically, ganun talaga. In order to succeed, you have to do all these.
Yeah, so parang same with all things sa e-commerce, yung goal na gusto mo maabot is just yung kailangan mo lang talaga gawin, yung mga kailangan mong gawin.
Exactly, oo. Tsaka, syempre, ngayon, goal natin 10x, it never stop. Your goal has to, kumbaga parang hindi ka pwedeng huminto. Goal mo 5x, na-hit mo, goal mo dapat 10x. Na-hit mo yung 10x, goal mo 20x. Hanggang 30x, 'di ba? Hanggang you're gonna be one of the top sellers na. Which is, malayong-malayo pa kami dun. Pero, it's just that, wag ka lang talagang hihinto. Wag kang tumigil, 'di ba? Dun sa goal mo. Once you hit your goal, you goal another one, you goal bigger. That's the time you grow big. Oo. So, ayun.
So Lance, if you can give one message to all Shopee sellers out there, ano yun?
Ito yung maging message ko, no, sa mga Shopee sellers. I know the journey is hard, lalo na at first. When you open a store, zero traction, zero everything. Lalo na if you're starting a brand, it's very, very hard to penetrate the market. Lalo na sa Shopee ngayon, sobrang dami ng thousands and hundreds of thousands of seller. Let's say may isa kang product, let's say payong or something, and then you're gonna brand it. No one knows about your brand, di ba? Pero you have to work your way sa marketing, you have to basically talaga, ang dami mo kailangan gawin. And babalik na naman ako dun sa point ko kanina. Kung makapagbigay man ako ng advice is, wag lang talaga kayong susuko sa Shopee journey because one way or another, you're gonna hit your goal. Kumbaga parang lalaki din yung brand mo. Wag mo lang talagang susukuan.
Ayun guys, narinig nyo na from Lance himself. Huwag kayong susuko kasi honestly, 90% of sellers na hindi naabot ang mga goals nila ay dahil sumuko sila ng masyadong maaga. So now Lance, kakapalan ko na yung mukha ko.
No.
Can you tour us around your office para makita ng mga seller ano ba yung best practices pagdating sa packaging, at bakit ganun ka-efficient ang operations ninyo?
Okay. I can't say na 100% efficient na kami Syempre, we're still continuing to grow. Pero sige, why not? Sure.
Sige, let's go.